It was too heavy. You know, being black and working in the labor union, really doing anything in the skin and maneuvering. But I had it up to here with the nigga jokes and realizing I'm paying into a system that is not there to protect me. I don't have the same security as my counterparts. You know? I gotta work 10 times harder. I put in 110%, but on that day I'm tired and I put in 101%. I'm on somebody's radar. Now they watching me and clocking me, and you know I can't breathe, I can't move. So to all the people that get up to go to work for their kids every day and don't complain and put up with them nigga jokes, man, I feel you.
All right now.
I feel you.
All right. Because
it's hard. It's incredibly hard. So just wanted to sing y'all some love on that front. This next piece is called Jelena's Joint. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so I craved their acceptance and I feared their rejection, so I gave up being the exception. Put my soul down and exchanged it for some sin. Lost myself and couldn't hear from within. Couldn't face myself or my pen. Grins were harder from the men who then professed they love for me, but whose walk only minimalistically compared to the soldier in me. See, ain't no way they could have carried my cross. So you must learn to follow before you can boss. And for some it takes 40 years of being lost. That's once you get up out of Egypt. Now that's not even counting the ones that don't know we's free. See, some of us are still slaves to the trees, whether hanging or slanging.
Come on.
Meditating, moving that weight. You can't be moving and waiting for a sign from the man. See, you must thoroughly understand his plan. That means read it for yourself. It is detrimental to your health that you do not follow the masses. Classless futures are promised, so as the dumb become bums and the rich continue to run from the ones who lucked up and defied the odds, got them good jobs. Snobs that used to be in the barrel with the rest of the crabs, now laughing at them ones who opted out of abortions. Standing in line waiting on a portion of a slice of American pie. See, them ones that laugh will probably die, which is why they ain't even try to carry the gift of life. Despite the trite appearance of the crowd, get past the smell of the loud, plus the fact that our youth is floating on a cloud. Dig deep and listen to those judgmental sounds that circulate inside of your head. And realize that there's a piece of you that's already dead, and the only way to deliver it is to go through the birthing process. Yes. Savor the pain of this enormous abscess as you face your truth. Die to yourself and become the living proof, or remain aloof. Now as darkness surrounds you and your neighbor's grass astounds you, the profound you might be lost in translation, penetration, these verses and curses of generations that never was.
Come on, speak on it.
And the only thing that can save you is love of self, not the wealth. And until the decline of your health, you still won't see the majesty in his creation. Reevaluate your foundation, especially if you find that your faith has been shaken. It may mean that you've been faking, or perhaps just chasing the dream that never belonged to you. So you must remember whose you belong to. I speak of things I've already been through. See, under the sun, nothing is new. Now, if the devil is a liar, then you know that God is the truth. Reboot and allow yourself to go through that storm that was designed just for you. You only go come out stronger. But see, the longer you meditate in bitterness, the longer you go travel through that wilderness.
Come on.
The sad part is a lot of y'all still don't understand, which is why there is an entire generation that never made it to see the promised land.
Come on.
Y'all will get there with me?
Come on.
Yes.